to nabíječku.
CPU na 33, ty vole.
No tak to je pořád ještě dobrý.
Šlo jsem moc.
A tohle je rychlost internetu?
Jo.
Tak to je vyšší než ten bitrate, ne?
Jo, ale nechám, proč je to teď tak nahoře, protože předtím to bylo na 6%. Takže se na to, jestli to zavaří.
To je technika?
Ne, teď se zase peklo, nevím.
No štěstí docela.
Jo.
Už to běží teď? Co když to dělat tady?
Tady. To běží.
So obviously we should be back live, but...
Ale my to máme 14:40. Teď to přepal.
Cože?
To je 14:40 takové, který to je jako dostupný.
Co to je za...
1080 stačí, ne?
No ale co to je? Víte, to tady je nastavený, ne? Aha. There was Ines coming in, I think. Nevím. Jakož to zase spadne, tak to předtím. This is just like a full HD recorder, so
I guess so.
let's gonna see. We are kinda frustrated with our techniques actually, guys. Sorry for this. Like, keeps lagging, falling down. It's kinda... So we are obviously, I think, back, and there is Florentina on the right-hander, Santa. I think the
So with 1 minute left in the heat, we see the two Czech girls in the lead. And with the dominant performance that we saw from Jana Kašová in the first round, it could be quite possible that we will see 3 Czech competitors in the finals. A dominant performance so far by Czechia. So Santa needs quite a bit if she still wants to make it through this heat. Obviously her score,
but Santa is
the other
missing a
competitors.
lot.
She's a 3.9.
There is a Ines coming.
So if Santa wants to make this, it would have to be with the wave of the heat. And it doesn't look like a wave of the heat's gonna roll through. So we do have the final results. 2 Czech competitors making it to the final. Santa Vevere
Oh,
out
Philip,
of-
watch the right-hander over here.
Oh, but it's much more mushy than before, right? We're probably gonna see different styles of turns from the athletes as well.
Like, we have pretty solid view on the competition, actually.
Yeah, it's coming closer to us.
Every another minute, like, the competition keeps getting closer and closer to us, so it's kind of busy. Florentina makes her another final. Let's go.
That's incredible by the youngster.
What a surfing.
Big sets coming through right now.
And the water is coming through.
Yeah, with the sets, it's getting closer.
I think we should start the evacuation boat.
Probably do some setup work.
It's still 1 hour and a half till the high tide.
Yeah.
Okay guys, we have been changing the colors in the system because we cannot see anymore very well.
Oh.
So please come to the Internationl for the following weeks to check out your record color and please check it again in light weeks before joining your heat, okay? We have to
Okay.
redo
So the
colors.
beach announcers announcing that we will be using different jerseys as the sun's getting lower and it's hard to see the colors from the beach
Yep.
against the sun. Hard to differentiate between the colors. So I'm not sure what the panel has for us, but probably some different colors, easier to recognize.
Thank you for your understanding and I will hand over the mic to Becca. Thank you. Okay, so we can start the semifinal heat. Marina Clemenco and Yana Casio, Yellow Caterina Lagua. We start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So the next heat is underway. Marina Klimenko in white, Jana Kashova in red, and in yellow it's Katerina Lebova. Just finishing her first wave. So we see Jana up on her first ride, does well to fit in the maneuver, getting up and vertical in a short amount of time. So White's sitting out with first priority. The only one who hasn't got a wave yet. We'll probably see Red go into the lead with Yellow right behind her. As another set is rolling through, which means the water is gonna come even closer. Red once again trying to stay on her spot, much further north than the other competitors.
Wait, we have to
looking
organize.
for her wave. And we'll probably need to take a technical break to make sure that everything is cleared out in case the tide comes in fast and we get washed out. So we'll be back with the commentary in just a while. In the meantime, you can keep watching the video. That will not be going anywhere.
call you on. I'll meet you at the waterline. Birds are flying up above. We both need a little love. Hiding a million different things. Waiting for the nighttime to see what it brings.
Spolehlivé dodávky energií s péčí každý den po celý rok. Veolia. Spolehlivé dodávky energií s péčí každý den po celý rok. Veolia.
So we are back in. It was kinda hard, and I think like the live heats.
First red, 8:57. Second white, 5:87.
So we don't see much, but we will try to bring you on the show.
Jsem to dělal kratší dobu.
It's kind of fight against the sun and water right now, so let's keep online and at least we can watch like the numbers going in.
Až ten zvuk chvíli běží a chvíli ne.
Ne, běží. So right now we gladly made it out of the flooding zone, and we are already on the stand. So Philip is getting ready as well. There is Lucas filming in, but we don't see much actually. Like we see like a silhouette. So probably you can recognize your favorite surfer by their style. So let's hope you're gonna find what you are looking for in our live stream.
1 minute till the end of the heat. 1 minute.
So that's the situation. I think we are already going full. So you see something, Philip?
It's really tough. Unfortunately, this is how the afternoons always tend to be here. Sun starts shining from the
I
ocean.
have the glasses and it's much better right now.
Let me get glasses as well.
I don't see nothing in the computer, so hopefully we are alright.
Second, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So obviously it was the end of the heat of the second semi-final, and we don't know who made it through, but we will see it in the final, so you don't have to worry that much about right now. So now we're gonna have two semi-finals of men, and then finally then finally two finals, and after that there will be prize giving ceremony here at Burger Queens on Caparica. So if you have somewhere around, you can watch it. So this is our studio right now. We are basically on the road. We are wearing sunglasses, and my filter enables me to see the colors. So
Yeah, I see them as well. I'm not sure what the panel did about the jerseys. Maybe they just took one of the colors out, because we still see surfers in the same colors as before. Which color is missing actually? We have red, blue, and yellow. Yeah, so the white is taken out.
why?
Probably. Oh yeah, because the differences between the yellow and white, as our cameraman's actually just suggesting, are way too small. It's hard for the judges to differentiate between white
So
and
what
yellow.
colors do we have?
We have yellow, blue, and red. We do not have white because white and yellow are too similar. And obviously,
it's
it's
place order.
critical that the
Wow!
judges.
Coming in hot, surfing the red, and that's
was
yellow.
yellow.
Valentin Chreistais.
So I think once again we have two Czech surfers, right, in the same semifinal.
Sebastian Šák and Timon Martina battling in who's gonna represent Czech Republic in the finals.
It might be both of them.
Yeah, that's true. Fuck. Sorry.
So we are losing our umbrella. try and keep
That was
our
our
notebook
shader
cool,
flying
keep it from
around like a-
overheating.
So perfect.
But
we have a
we
sun
also
coming
have
in our
wind.
faces. There is not much more I can do right now than to hold it.
Maybe just get rid of it.
We can probably, like, the shade is already on the devices. But it's kind of cold right now.
Yeah? Yeah, because we have the wind actually playing into our favor now.
Fuck.
It's turned
Not
into...
what I wanted to happen.
Okay, so the umbrellas maybe seen some better days before. Fortunately, you cannot see the action over here, as nothing's happening in the waves, so we have a lot of fun going on here in the commentary stand. But now we have action in the water as well. That's yellow up and riding, falls, unfortunately.
What a shame, like it's such a
So-
nice looking wave.
Yeah, and I think that was his second one already, so definitely the most active surfer in this heat. That was Blue taking a look, Sebastian Chelak from Czechia. Now Timon's paddling for this, but it just looks like a closeout. He'll probably change his mind.
Valentin is holding like 0.80 points, like at the first, but we are waiting for the scores coming in, I think.
Yeah. Now Blue's taking a look. Doesn't go in the end.
Yeah. Máš tam ještě nějaký předměty?
Cože?
Jo, baťůžek. Chili, chili. We can invite our special commentators. Chceš komentovat? It's already not that great, like we have been down like for a couple of times. We have to check if we are online again.
Best to do that every 10 minutes. You never know what's coming.
And we are not.
Well, it's good we checked.
Yeah, we are.
Oh! Wow, it's been 25 minutes.
As long as it's true, like I have no problem with that. Like, wow, look, watch the right handbreaker on us.
Blue's up.
Blue's
Will
up.
Not managed to find a turn on this one.
And I
as
can
it
already
feels
see
away.
the backwash like on the waves. So and the tide is still coming up. So I'm really curious how it's gonna go. Like
Yeah, it's changed so much. Like the wind did a 180-degree change. It was
Yeah.
pure offshore, now it's pure onshore. Tide is still coming in, and probably the conditions getting more challenging now. Definitely a different type of wave. Something you see here in Caparica, where
but the waves are
within one day you can just have so many different conditions.
yeah. But these waves are looking awesome from the bank. But
Oh, yeah.
there are sections actually, like.
Yeah, there are. And look at that position. Cannot see the color.
a
It's
right
probably
coming in.
blue. Blue
That's a
doesn't
red,
go.
that's red.
Oh, red's over here.
That's a Timon, beautiful wave, let's go!
Wow, gets well around the section, puts it up, is gonna ride out.
Nice.
Feel like he should have still stuck with that. I'm not sure if the judges will give him that out for that. As he
Didn't
was
see any
still
scores coming
on
in, like
the
right
white
now.
water. So we'll see how this maneuver gets judged. Because he did get caught up, and I'm not sure if he made it in front of the white water.
15 minutes. 15 minut do konce hitu.
Nic není vidět, jenom je zarychej. Dík.
Tak pak mě zase svítí.
Jo.
No ani se nevím,
Můžete dát level studio. Jak to zkusím dělat, ale...
dáš studio a tady dáš tady to. Něco. Pak přechodem zpátky.
Přechod. Jo, přechod, no.
So here we are again in the studio with Philip. I replaced
Adam for a while. He needs to have a break. So here we go, and we're watching the semifinals of
the men's. It's the first
International.
semi-final heat of the men's international showdown. 2 Czech competitors.
So we have 14 minutes left, and Timona Matěna, the rider from Czech Republic, is now on the first place. I just got on the spot. So how's the condition now? Like, it looks like there is some open face, a little bit lazy, but maybe it's easier to surf than like probably during the low tide during the finals of Czech and Slovaks, right?
Yeah, we were just saying the conditions, they've changed so much. Like, it's mushy now, it's much more open. There's no barrels. Nice blue goes very far and
Blue,
finishes
this
the
is
wave.
Sebastian, I think.
Yes, that's Sebastian Čelák,
And it
the
was
other
quite
Czech
nice
competitor. So
Is
probably the Czech competitors will take the lead here.
How's the competition? How's the level? Like, what do we compare to like the level which we had in the Czech and Slovak championship? Would you say is higher, or is it almost similar? Or I guess there should be like at least the best of those guys, or like what the guys who are now in the competition might be on similar level like our riders right now, or are we higher? What do you think about it?
So we have seen the Czech surfers succeed a lot. Obviously in both the women's and the men's category, it's the 3 best ones, so naturally they're gonna be good. In the women's, we'll actually have, I believe, 3 of the surfers be from Czech Republic. In the men's, it looks like we might have 2 of them, as David dropped in the first round after the unfortunate interference situation.
What happened?
Oh, he thought he had priority and dropped yellow 20 seconds until the end of the heat, and he was in 2nd place. Yellow was in 3rd, he dropped yellow, he thought he had priority, he didn't. Yellow did have priority, so red, David got an interference, and he dropped down to 4th. Was out of the event just like that in the last 20 seconds of his heat.
Wait, so this placeholder one, like we're missing one competitor?
No, so what the panel did, like we were discussing, is because it's hard to see now.
Oh
yeah, wow, this is well to bring the tail around. So he should be careful riding out these waves once again. Could have done more work to ride out in front of the whitewash.
Sebastian's like on the 2nd wave, trying to slow down and speed up after the first maneuver. So what do we have here with this placeholder actually?
Right, so because the sun is coming from the ocean, it's hard for the judges to differentiate between the white and the yellow jersey. They look similar in these conditions. So they don't want it that there is a surfer in white and a surfer in yellow. So the placeholder is there such that we don't have a surfer in white, and we use both the red and the blue jersey for our surfers, so that we know
understand it now.
who's taking which waves.
So there are basically only 3 people in the semi-final.
Yes, exactly. The placeholder, there was never supposed to be a surfer.
Yeah, okay. Now I get it.
So that's just in case you're checking the live heats and are confused with the competitor called placeholder 1. It's just a technicality to make sure that the athletes know which jerseys to pick up at the beach marshal.
If I'm gonna speak like this, it's gonna be her?
No, I think it's gonna be fine. Mike picks up a lot of stuff.
So first is red.
So right now there's nothing happening in the lineup. So cheers from the studio now in the sun, not like before. With Philip here,
Getting fried.
Jan. We have the.
We do not have the tent
behind us.
We do not have the umbrella, but we're still going.
Yeah. So
as we see Timon.
The wave, and there's Timon Matěna on the wave.
Wow, nice snap. Gets up again and rides it out. Good combo from Timon. Very fast on his feet. Fitting 2 maneuvers into a very fast wave.
Yeah, you can see that now. Like the surfers actually can show what's like in their capabilities right now, because really before, like when there's just a close down, close out, you cannot really do anything on the open face because there is
Yeah.
no open face. But now we have some waves coming, and now I think there is interesting set coming in, and I wonder who's gonna
Yeah, all
go
the
for it.
surfers
The
look
yellow, I guess, is
interesting.
on, and if he's gonna be lucky, he's gonna have a
make it.
beautiful wave. But unfortunately,
It's up and goes down.
did not really use the potential of the wave, I would say. Like he didn't really do proper takeoff, didn't stay low enough to have the energy to do some maneuver, and just fell off. And I can say that actually yeah, so I would say that there is like a big difference between the yellow and our like Timon and Sebastian so far, what I've seen. Like
Yeah, there seems to be a difference in level with the Czech surfers putting down turns. I think yellow is still looking to complete his maneuver on a wave.
so we want to see definitely, because we're from Czech Republic, both of us, so we definitely want to see Timon and Sebastian advancing to the final. But of course, like cheers to Valentin Cherevati, probably.
Yeah.
Do you have any information about this guy?
Now, unfortunately, I only know a couple of the international surfers. So, yeah, I don't even know where he's from, to be honest. He's made it into the semifinals, so definitely a good surfer.
Okay, let's check it out online. I think it's gonna be a mission to find someone. But we have someone here.
You know, pretty special. It's pretty nerve-wracking.
Co říká?
Jste někde Honza Adam.
Nevím kde. Tak si někomu řekni tady. Já nevím kde.
No, natáčet potřebuje Luky, nechce?
Mohla bys někomu říct? Že tam vymění na chvíli. So we're still here. We had just some little technicalities which we were trying to solve in Czech language. It's quite difficult for us to now look at the ocean, but we saw a surfer on the right-hander on quite a long wave. Can we do the replay?
Yeah, but you have to be fast. I'm not sure if unless you got it, we cannot do it anymore, unfortunately.
Oh,
We have to make it within 15 seconds.
Then probably that's your job, because I have no idea how to do it. So
No.
switch to
Můžeme.
But there are definitely some sets approaching. Oh! And Sebastian
Blues
is going
up.
on it into the closeout. Now we have the
You know, pretty special. It's pretty nerve-wracking.
so Valentin Cherevati. I think it's from Ukraine, actually. Looks like.
Okay, yeah, I think that's quite likely.
Yeah, I've just like found it on the USF Surf. So I guess he's from there, represent, and yeah, we go back to the heat. Still 5 minutes to go, and the it's a little bit.
A tam je někdo? On jako lítá.
V pohodě, já jsem nepřišel.
A můžeš mě vystřídat, tady hodně vody.
Bětko? Bětko? se mnou pokomentovat? Pojď. Honzo, budeš se mnou komentovat chvíli?
Já měl
In English, ale.
vůbec nevím, co to povídal. Cokoliv.
So we are now like looking at the ocean and we see Valentin on the wave. Unfortunately he didn't make it. Now the sun is a little bit heavier for us to see actually what the surfers are doing because we have it just in front of us, and for example Valentin is exactly in the view of the sun, and I'd say it's also for judges it's a little bit tricky to spot sometimes like exact maneuver, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be all good. And now 3.5 minutes left.
So the surfers, the two Czech surfers moving north, leaving yellow alone. It's an interesting choice in the dying minutes of the heat. When you're the top two surfers, to just leave the third one alone. I guess they're both still looking to improve their scores, but yellow's left completely alone here. He could pull off something big and
yeah, I don't think there is much of a strategy in this. I think that they just want to enjoy the waves and just like seeking for the better score. And I would say there is a little competition between Timon and Sebastian for sure. So we will maybe see even like unnecessary battles between them.
Okay.
But I guess, but I mean, they're like all good. I don't mean it in any, like there is not like a huge rivalry, but I'm pretty sure there is like a competition between them. But for now, Timon is like securely on the first spot, Sebastian the second, and Valentin is still on the third spot. And we have the first and the second advancing to the next round. And we see already the second group paddling out for waiting for another heat. 2 minutes left right now.
So yellow needs a 3.83. It's not a massive requirement, definitely doable. He will have to step up his surfing now to achieve it. Definitely needs to finish a maneuver, and it has to be a good maneuver or a combination of two maneuvers. Probably only has one wave to get this score.
Now we have something coming in, and we see the yellow up and riding, first maneuver and doing just a little move and finishing the wave. But I don't think it's gonna be enough to change the position for first and the second.
Yeah, probably not enough to turn the heat. You need to find another wave within 1 minute with last priority.
How is it going? Yeah, it's still the same. And I think this is gonna be it, unless something real unexpected is not gonna happen. It's gonna.
So it looks like the heat will just end with no waves coming through. So yellow probably improving his heat total with his last score, but not enough to get the second place. So Valentin is out of the competition, and we'll see two Czech surfers in the finals.
And that's great.
We can start the next heat immediately. So
Now in the next heat, we see Zoltan and Ignacy already out in the lineup. They have probably looked the best. Ignacy dropping the highest score of the event so far. Zoltan also looking very sharp in his heats. So it's going to be a very hard task for Florian to make it through this semi-final, as he's facing the two surfers that have performed the best so far.
And here we can already see the first set coming in, and no one's gonna take it because they are not in the good position. Ale mají tam ještě nějakou kombuču nebo něco mají tam ještě nějakou kombuču? Jo, ještě máme kombuči, tež? Tak mě jednu podej, prosím. So, we have the heat number 2, semi-final number 2. Here in Costa de Caparica, in a beautiful beach near Lisbon, south from Lisbon. Very nice spot, sometimes crowded, but the wave can be really nice here. That's actually one of the spots where I originally started in Portugal. I would not say the surf journey, but at least to see and to get the first feeling of Portugal. And now we have the first one trying to catch the wave, unfortunately probably losing the priority, and we're gonna be trying to watch the others how they handle the situation. So if anyone's interested, definitely come to Costa to check it out. We have the first surfer up and riding, but didn't have a chance to really do anything with the small wave there. Now the tide is really high. There's been like a full moon, I think 2 days ago. Now we are able to see red one up and riding. Good maneuver on the backside, trying to pump up, and I think this is gonna at least be some initial score for the red one to start the heat and get his first comfortable wave, which is gonna give him some points, and then he can just improve and improve. Yellow up and riding, but into the closeout. Try to do maneuver. And now blue, but blue decided not to go for that wave. So as I've said, the high tide is quite high now. It's just like shortly after the just shortly after the full moon. So now blue up and riding, going right-hander on the backside, but unfortunately didn't make it, didn't pass this section. And I think all of the boys are now trying to find the best position for them to actually score some points. The beach here, the beach in Praia Nova, we have the red up and riding on a nice left-hander, good snap and finishing the wave. So here we will have some points for sure, which will count. And we have another surfer up and riding, yellow. Is he gonna make the section? Unfortunately he felt he was too much inside. And both surfers coming back to the lineup. Blue still searching. So on the first place there is Zoltan Barko. He's already scored 2 nice waves, scoring 3 and 5. And now we have blue up and riding, but unfortunately going to the closeout. And then the second spot is Ignacy Peršl. We could see him also surfing in the Internationals under 18, where he, I believe, got into the final. I will check it out, so I'm not just saying something wrong. Yes, and he actually won the mix International under 18 final. So he's the champion under 18 Costa Caparica, and now he's in the Internationl showdown surfing right now on the third spot. But we are still more than 14 minutes left, and this position can still change. Hey. So right now we can see that the surfers are just in front of the sun, so it's a little bit difficult to recognize in the first moment who's actually on the wave, but now it's gonna be the red one and completing the wave, which is more of a whitewash, but there was a maneuver for sure. And the others, they are pedaling out a little bit further to see a better position, to find a better option. Blue up and riding, incomplete. So cheers from Caparica. Here you can see I'm still, right now I'm alone in the studio on the sun, and I'm coming back to the live coverage because there are some waves coming. So we're gonna be watching what these guys are gonna provide us. Yellow up and riding, and actually very nice maneuver. So we could see that like in already the final of under 18, he's able to stand up on the board very quickly and just going very sharply, making the most out of the wave. And now we have the red one speeding up the first snap, now a little cut back, and he's still surfing on the wave, a little reform. And I think this is also going to be nicely some nice points. In the back we can see a set, so let's see if it's gonna stay open and if someone's gonna drop in. So right now we are still half an hour from the full high tide, so we can see that the water is almost on the beach, like almost by the edges, by the stone wall, and we still have some minutes for the water to rise up. So it's definitely totally different from the morning. And the yellows up and riding and beautiful trimming. And a good maneuver still going, and this is gonna be a nice point because he looked aggressive. There was a dynamic in the movement, and it was very nicely done. So we have the Zoltan on the first spot, Ignacy on the second, and Florian, the blue, on the third.
Second, yellow. 780. He needs 527 to be first. First is blue, 323. Blue needs 5.9 to go.
And we have another wave a bit open, but no one took the potential of it because I think it was not able to catch. And now red up and riding, trying to make the section, going backside, finishing with a nice little snap. The wind changed from offshore to onshore, so not only the tide is different, but the wind is different too. And we can see that the conditions is really choppy. The wave is actually mellow, which is actually nice for now. It's a good change. Yellow up and riding. And maybe the blue one's gonna make it? No, he led the wave. And I think it's a pity because that was a not bad one. Sometimes it's difficult. Maybe he did the good choice because now there is a nice one coming in, and if he's gonna make it, he's gonna have a nice open face. But unfortunately he didn't use the potential of the wave. I think there was definitely a possibility of a longer ride. Yellow's trying to use the end section of the wave and trying to do a big maneuver. Good choice. To můžete vystřídat. Co vystřídat? Tu hypu, ať ty taky vyzkouš. So here we go, we still have some minutes left. 7.5, the position first, red, Zoltan. 9.2, Ignacy second, 7.8 and Florian third. And this is the semi-final heat number 2. We have Florian up and riding, and there is a potential of a wave, but unfortunately didn't really use the wave as much as he potentially could have. And we see a set coming in. This might be a chance for red one to improve the score, and the wave looks good. Nice trimming and a nice maneuver into the end section of the wave, but I'm not sure if this was complete because he stayed a bit behind the foam, so he's probably not gonna have as many points as he could have had if he completed the wave perfectly, but we will see what the judges think about it. So the whole competition like this year in Caparica for all surfers, I would say it's a bit tough. I have experienced it myself, not easy. Either you have very like big closeouts or you have low tide when there is like not much of a wave, but the conditions is the same for each rider, and the best ones are the ones who can use the potential of the conditions however they are. So we definitely can see the most all-rounded surfers who can surf the small waves, the bigger waves, and who can just get through the competition even if the conditions are changing. Right now we could see the yellow, but these are just the small waves which are not gonna change the positions of each guy.
And it is 5 minutes till the end of the heat. 5 minutes till the end. 5 minutes.
So we have 5 minutes to finish the competition. After that we will go to the finals. And we have almost 5 minutes. And the yellow, Ignacy needs a wave of 5.27, so it will have to be to be the first position. Oh, there is a nice right-hander, unfortunately, maybe too much under the lip, but we would like to see still some nice waves from the yellow one, because he would like to push it to the first spot. Although both of these surfers, they sit comfortably on the first and the second position, there is a big difference between the yellow, the second, and the blue, and on the third spot. You can see that there is almost more than 3.5 points difference, maybe 4 something. But from what I've seen, Ignacy, I believe that he can definitely change the situation a bit. But we have a red one on a bump. Unfortunately, it closed. So we'll see if one of those bigger waves is gonna hold up and give some face to one of those guys to show us some bigger maneuvers. You can see Ignacy on the right-hander, but the wave's closing again.
Three minutes till the end of the heat.
So there is 3 minutes left. Boys are pedaling, trying hard to find the best position possible. There's definitely some nice sets coming in. Unfortunately, there is not a good sandbag to hold those bigger ones. And like when the bigger set comes, it's usually closing out. So these are the waves which you either want to just let go and wait for a small one. Like we can see the blue one up and riding, good one, big maneuver, and finishing the wave, which was not actually a bad wave. I believe the end maneuver could have been a bit more critical, but we will see if this is gonna change, but I don't believe it's gonna be 5.9. And the Ignacy, the yellow one, up and riding, and a beautiful critical vertical maneuver. Yes, and we can see that Florian definitely improved. So right now he would need a wave of 5 points to go further. It's definitely possible if he's gonna be lucky maybe in the same time to find a good spot where the wave is gonna have a little bit more open face, then he might be able to go further. And we have 40 seconds left, and I believe that the final will go for Zoltan and Ignace. And that was like an attempt for an air, incomplete. Blue up and riding on a reform. Can we see some pump? I would like to see some sharper maneuver. Unfortunately, this is not gonna be a big improvement for Florian. So I would say that we have the end results of this heat. Zoltán and Ignacy goes to the final, and they will compete together with Timon and Sebastian in the final round.
International Women's Showdown. It's the final. We have white Florentina Metanova, red Jana Kashora, yellow Ines Marta Kramna, and blue Marina Klimenko. We will start shortly. And the result of
So right now we still have 2 more rounds, 2 more heats.
red Zoltán Bakrov, 920.
The sound is going even lower, so it's going to be even more difficult for judges to spot the competitors. There's going to be 4 ladies on the lineup, which is going to be even more difficult to take control on all of them, but all of these judges are very experienced and pretty sure this is all going to be good. And we have the final heat of International Showdown in Costa Caparica starting
3, 2, 1.
right now. I have Timon and Sebastian here next to me. What do you think, guys? Are you looking forward to your final?
Hell yeah! For sure. It's going to be epic. And we just have to shred and shred.
That's it, we could hear that from Timon. What about Sebastian? What do you say?
Yeah, we have some great waves, so let's see who's gonna get the best scores, and let's see who's gonna win.
Yeah, I'm very happy I could see those both 2 guys in the final. Both of them are my competitors, but it's good to see them there. Just before we gave words to those guys, we could see Jana and both and Ines on the wave. The conditions are definitely much different to which were in the final of the Czech and Slovak. You could see that the wave is much sheer, mellow. There's going to be a big difference in the surf style, and I think we will be maybe able to see more open faces and maybe some nice little bit slow down maneuvers. Let's see. So right now the position is Jana first, the last wave 1.7, Ines second 1.07, and Marina Klimenko the third 1 point. And another Czech lady, Florentina Matěnová, is waiting. Jana catching, speeding up, didn't catch it, didn't make the section properly. Girls are waiting on the lineup, checking for the best possible wave which is coming, to choose one of those, and I'm looking forward to see how the final is gonna look. There's definitely gonna be some nice surf from Ines, Jana, Marina and Florentina. Looking forward to it. There's definitely more open wave than in the final previous. So let's see. Now Jana's going into the closeout, trying to complete the maneuver. Unfortunately didn't make it. And now there is like a nice left-hander for Ines. Whoa, is going for a barrel. Unfortunately didn't make it. But I'm curious if we will see today some of those competitors to get out of one of those. Someone's asking for the score, I guess. And in the inside section we have Florentina, but unfortunately she didn't catch the wave, but no worries, you will have another option. It's always easier for all of the riders to catch the first wave of the heat as soon as possible, because it brings you confidence, and then you can just like improve. So it's good to catch 2 good waves, or at least average waves, and make, especially in the final, there is no space to surf some closeout anymore, so you really try hard to find the best possible option, open face, where you can actually make some maneuvers. Now we have some set coming in. Not sure which one of those girls. Unfortunately it's closing out, so it's still gonna be a bit mission. So we see Jana on the left-hander. Unfortunately she bailed. No wonders the wave closed out. And now we can see Ines up and riding, speeding up, trimming, but unfortunately she didn't have enough space to make the section. Here we have like a beautiful afternoon in Costa Caparica, Friday afternoon. Jana on the left-hander again, trying to make the most out of the wave, and not sure if that is complete, probably not. Tried to do a maneuver, didn't stay. No, pak na to final asi. Florentina didn't make it. There's a nice wave coming in. Who's gonna take it? No one's gonna take it, unfortunately. Oh, Florentina's up and riding, but too much inside. Ladies coming back to the lineup. Ladies coming back to the lineup, and we look forward to see some of the other waves which are coming. There's definitely good size of the wave, but as I've said, the sandbanks are not really well formed here, and now we have like an onshore, which might be a good thing actually for our riders, because at least it's not, it might actually shape the wave a little bit differently. But you never know how this is gonna work out on each beach. It might be different. Somewhere the onshore could work, sometimes not. And here we can see it's kind of something in between. It's a lottery. And whoever wins the ticket to the lottery is in the right spot, either from experience and the professionality gets the point. Now we have a very nice looking wave unfortunately no one on it, and it's really closing out right now. So we should be now on the peak of a high tide. The water from, let's say, now on or maybe after 10 minutes is gonna be slowly going back. And we have a yellow one on, incomplete. It's definitely tough. I really like how everyone is really enjoying this afternoon. There are like people around enjoying the beach. On the right side, full of tents. On the left side, the same. It's a bit windy, but it's definitely nice afternoon for the beginning or almost mid of October. And here we are with our surf competition. And Ines up and riding, waiting for the reform, waiting and making a nice snap. And this is gonna be a nice score. And behind her there is Diana with 1, 2, little cutback, waiting for the last moment where there was not a space for another one, but this is still gonna be a very nice score because she performed very nice 2 maneuvers. The first one was sharper, the second one was a little cutback, and she stayed in pocket and just make it till the end. And now it's a bit difficult for some of the riders here. The score is, first one is Sienna with 3.77, but I guess we are still waiting for the last waves. Definitely.
20 seconds. First lap, 377. Second, yellow, 303. Third, blue, 167. Fourth, white, 0.
So yes, here we have the results of the last waves. You can see that Ines got 4.8 points. She had very nice sharp maneuver, and behind her there was Jana. She had very nice 2 maneuvers, and the positions are still the same. First Jana, second Ines, third is Marina, and Florentina is 4th.
And her last weight was 483. Third is blue, 167. Fourth, white, 037.
And Ines is up and riding. She's going to it. Unfortunately, the wave closed out. This position is still not gonna change. And we have blue up and riding, trying to make some section. Unfortunately, there's not gonna be much. Here we can see she has some ground behind to support her for sure, and that's good. It's always what we like to see, that the competitors have someone here to support them and give them the power, maybe an extra power, extra push to go to the wave. This kind of the second or like the third or like the first and second extra power pedal. And the competitors are moving a bit south, and Ines, Jana is up and riding, making very nice snap, waiting for the end section of the wave and finishing complete. On the second one, there's gonna be definitely a nice score for Jana, and I think she's gonna secure herself on the first spot. And there is Ines, up and riding. Beautiful re-entry. Another one finishing. Probably didn't make as much as possible. And here we had the white one, probably the second wave, Florentina. Waiting for the score of Jana for the last wave. This is gonna be probably, maybe, the best wave of this heat, but let's see. And the big set is coming in. The girls are paddling out. This, as you can see, all of those waves are one of big closeout. Still waiting for the score of Jana for the last wave. We could see. I believe there's going to be a good improvement. Florentina still didn't get the points for the last wave. And we have 5 minutes till the end of the heat. The positions are still the same.
Showdown. So in 5 minutes we will know the winner of this heat. Are you guys ready for fading out?
Jana. And here we have another set coming in. Unfortunately, no one's on the good position. And that wave could have some potential. And yes, as I've said, situation changed.
Yellow.
Ines got a wave for 5.2 points, and I must have missed that. And Jana, which is the best wave over the heat, and the second one is Jana. So there is a Jana needs 5.47. She definitely can do this wave. And there is a big competition between Ines and Jana. And I'm really looking forward to see the rest of this final. Unfortunately, not sure how's the priority right now because don't see the table. But there's gonna be a nice competition between two of those ladies. For now, Ines has the best wave of the heat, 5.27, and Jana, and also the second best wave of the heat, 4.83. Yeah, and we have the situation here changed. We have Florentina on the third position. So we have like 3 girls from Czech Republic on the first, second and the third position, which we like to see. There is a blue up and riding, but this wave is not gonna change. I believe it's not gonna change, but it could change actually. Let's see. So there is basically competition between the first one, Ines, and the second Jana. And the second competition is between Florentina and Marina. And Marina just got a wave, and we will see if this wave is gonna change the position of those two or not. Waves coming in, and this might have been quite nice, but no one's on it. Ines has got now straight 8 point, sitting in the first spot, and Jana second 9.23. She needs 5.37 for the first spot, and we are still waiting for the score of the blue one, and it's not enough. Florentina still on the third position.
Please surfers, go away from the competition zone. Please surfers. Okay, next heat. Go away from the competition zone.
So we have 1 minute left.
1 minute.
Florentina might be catching. Unfortunately, she didn't make it.
1 minute. Una minuta de ponce.
As you can hear maybe from the speaker speaking out loud in the back, we have 1 minute left.
First yellow, 10. Second, red.
The position is still first Ines, Jana the second, and I think, as I don't see much of a set approaching, but it can still rebound a bit from the backwash of the high tide, so. And the blue up and riding. Probably not gonna change. There is a wave. Both of the girls are actually paddling south. And Florentina up and riding. Incomplete, but it still might be an improvement because there was a nice shoulder. And this is the end of the heat. And the positions are first Ines, second Jana, third Florentina, and fourth Marina. So congratulations to the girls from Czech Republic and also to the one from Ukraine. It was very nice final, and I'm super stoked to see our athletes in the lead. And we are waiting for the final of the men Internationl.
Okay, congratulations.
Now you can see, please, on the girls, show us the girls, the final combo, 4 girls.
10 points. Second, red, 9.23, Jana Kashura. Third, white, Florentina Martinova. And fourth,
Here we have the 4 girls in the final of Internationl Showdown. And we are happy to see Ines winning the competition. On the shoulder, showing the board like it's always in all of those competitions. Oh, someone standing on the board. Congrats to Ines.
and we will start men's final shortly.
So right now we're gonna move to our last heat of the day, and it's the final of Internationl Men. And here we can see 2 boys from Czech Republic, Timon Matěna and Sebastian Čelák. And then we have Zoltán Barko, I believe Bakro, sorry for the pronunciation, that's a Hungarian guy, and Ignacy. So both of the boys divided already their power. We can see the yellow and the blue a little bit more north, and the Sebastian is catching a right-hander trying to make the section. Unfortunately didn't go through, but there's gonna be many other opportunities. So now waiting for the for the sets to pull through. Here's a little shout out from the studio on the beach. Right now I'm alone here watching the finals. Super excited to be here commenting this show, and we're gonna go back to the water. There is plenty of spiky things on the floor. Must be careful. So we have like shortly after the high tide, I think it's 10 after, so the water is gonna be going low now. We might see a difference in the wave. There might be a little bit more steepest shoulder, and now we go with the white one, up and riding, beautiful right-hander and a strong maneuver on the backside, and another one. Third one, incomplete, but those two maneuvers are definitely gonna make some good score. And this is a good start for Timon Matěna, a rider from Czech Republic. He's been already a few times on the international competition. He's very familiar with this ground. And we have another rider up and riding. It was a good maneuver. Red one, Zoltan. And it was a strong maneuver at the end, and he finished complete. Now we have like two guys riding, and the blue one, beautiful high maneuver. Unfortunately didn't land it. But there's still gonna be definitely some points. But I believe that the judges are gonna be strict right now, because there's definitely a big competition between those two boys. Sorry, 4 boys. And we'll see like a big thing here. Někde vidět, kolik nás sleduje lidí.
Jo, tady to je vidět. Počkej, ty tam není.
Možná tam nikdo není, ne? And we just missed the Sebastian on the right-hander. Timon on the left-hander, this is his ground, and it was a nice cutback. And the red one as well. This is gonna be very nice final. All of the men is pumped to show the best what they can. And the score right now, we're still waiting for 2 waves to go. For now, Timon Matěna, the first spot, 4.5, but this is gonna change because he just had a nice wave. The wave a little bit went under him. And then we have Zoltan, who went kind of through like a whitewash foam, so we'll see what this score is gonna be like. And I believe there might be still some score for Sebastian, but maybe that was already the one which we have here on the table. And now we can see all of the men paddling for the left-hander. Sebastian up and riding, beautiful wave. Come on, Sebastian, show us some nice maneuver. Unfortunately, was not critical enough. And I believe he could have had some... He could have missed a bit of this opportunity, because there was definitely more potential of this wave, and he could have definitely maybe do some critical maneuvers of this one, but you never know, because you're not standing on the wave, and the wave might be a bit chunky, it might be a bit fat, and this might be a difference in the moment while the surfer is up and riding. But we definitely have some waves pulling through, and as Timon Matjana is sitting on the first spot, 6.13. Second is Sebastian, 4.3. So not the last one, but the previous wave definitely makes some difference, and the last one was also 1.9. So combination of those two waves put him on the second spot in front of the Zoltan. But I'm not calling these guys out because I saw both of them, Zoltan and Ignacy, showing some nice spot, and here we have the Sebastian, probably not on the best one, and I'm not sure if this is gonna be an improvement. But it's definitely a bit tricky for me to see and to look and watch because the sun is just in front of me, in front of us. It's better for the judges, I believe, because the guys are a little bit on the side now, so it's not in front of them. And the position is still the same. Zoltan on a very nice right-hander, cut back to the foam, trying to get the most out of this wave and finishing complete. This is definitely gonna be an improvement, and this is gonna probably put him on the second spot of this final so far. Still 12 minutes left. And here we have Blue One up and riding, trying to put it through, but unfortunately the wave was too fat and he didn't have enough speed. Yeah. So here we are, like in Caparica, closing his beautiful afternoon with the final man Internationl. Still waiting for the final score, especially for Zoltan, because I guess there's going to be improvement, and I believe he's going to go in front of Sebastian. Not sure if in front of Timon. That I would not say, but actually he did. So the last wave of Zoltan is 3.33, and together with combination of his first wave gives him 6.33, and he's getting in the first spot, so he's leading right now. And the Timon, he needs at least 1.83, but I believe he's definitely gonna show us still some waves. So Zoltan has nothing in his pocket yet. And there's still two others, Sebastian and Ignacy, who can change this situation easily. And for me, all those four boys, they're very close to each other in terms of their technique. And I believe all of them can be a winner. There is a Rat up and riding, getting into a difficult section, trying to go more vertical, but there was not a space for it. And the wave went again a bit more close, and I would say that the best waves which are coming right now are the ones which are either the first or the second after the set, which are a little bit a little bit smaller, and therefore there is a more option for them to stay open. And most of the time those waves, they stay open the most, and those waves are the best to make some maneuver and some distance and some speed. So here we are, still 10 minutes left. I'm gonna go here sitting next to the girls who are shooting the competition. How is it going here with you?
I see nothing in the camera. It's super hard because of the sun, so...
What do you think about it, Gabby? Is it a good
Like the surfing or the weather?
The surfing.
I can't see the things. So.
It's difficult to spot a surfer here, but we're definitely trying our best. Right now, sitting in the 1 square meter, shooting, holding an umbrella, and speaking in the same time. But having a good time. There's a bit wind on shore, and waiting for boys to show us what they have. The situation is still the same, but Timon needs only 1.83, which is not much, and he did his one wave for 4.5, which is the best wave of the heat so far. So I believe if there is not gonna be a flat ocean from now on, I believe we will still be able to see some nice surfing, but from all of those boys actually. And I believe they must be all tired because most of them have many heats behind them. There is a blue up and riding, a nice one trying to pump up the speed, and a very critical vertical maneuver. The yellow up and riding, and also nice maneuver, not that critical as the blue one. We might see change of and now we have a both surfers surfing. Timon 1-2 maneuver finishing, and on the right-hander we had Zoltan. So this is gonna be interesting now because we are basically waiting for all surfers to get their points, and we might see the situation change. What do you think, Gabi? Would you say the same?
Yes, of course.
Another upper riding, nice trimming. Come on, man. Give us some cutback, and another wave. So I'm really curious how the judges are gonna judge these different waves, because there is wave after wave, and there is a beautiful right-hander for Sebastian. I think he could have had some little bit more speed. There is a beautiful right-hander for Zoltan, making the first section, but the rest of it is closed. And we're still waiting for the last wave. I think this is going to be difficult for judges because there were more things in the same time. So I believe there will be some change of the positions, and this is tricky. Still digging, the point still didn't go through. It's funny to see like all of them are sticking next to each other. Everyone's kind of controlling each other, definitely watching the priority sheet. Definitely trying not to get an interference, because this is always difficult and tricky, especially if you're sitting next to each other and you control each other. We have still 5 minutes left. We still didn't get the points for the last waves. And yeah. Oh. And so we don't see the change of the position here, but we will have to reload the live heats right now.
You are watching International Men's Showdown Final Heat.
Timon White up and riding, making the cinch, not gonna be an improvement.
4 minutes.
I still didn't get the live score on the live heats for some reason. We had just seen the blue one up and riding. Adama. Hey. There. Zoltan just going on another wave. For some reason I still didn't get the proper score on the live heats.
3 minutes till the end of the heat, and we are waiting.
So the judges, they already have the Yes, and we have the change of the situation. On the first spot we have Timon, Matena, Ignacy on the second spot. So that 4 or 5 waves which we could have seen were definitely a big difference in this final. And we still have some minutes left. We have at 2.5 minutes, and yes, on the live heats we already can see that Timon Matjana leading with almost 8 points, Ignacy second, and there is actually the same combination or the same number of points for the second and the third, but the Ignacy is higher because he scored a higher wave, like higher scored wave, and the fourth one right now is Sebastian Čelák, and hopefully for the Czech boy, he's gonna still find some game to show us some skill from Ericeira. Ignacy is still showing the skills, very dynamic surfing, very nice, fast. Waiting for his score. Don't think this gonna. Oh, it might be an improvement actually, because the second highest was 2.23. And some of the guys are pedaling a little more south to get the left-hander. Zoltan's there, up and riding, trimming, trying to get the most of it. And on the right side, we actually had Sebastian. So we will see if this situation is gonna change, but Sebastian needs 5.3. There might be still a bit, some small nuances which can change the final score. Blue up and riding, beautiful maneuver, strong. I like how this guy is just pushing the board high. Timon on the right-hander. Zoltan on kind of a closeout. And Sebastian up and riding, a nice maneuver, finishing the wave. Let's see if this is gonna be a difference. We have 10 seconds left. Still gonna be waiting for the final scores. And we have the end, but we still need to wait for the final scores to see the final results. And this is the end of the day for us, and us who were part of this realization team, we're gonna go surfing. So we're still waiting for the last scores. So first, seems to me gonna stay Timon. Beautiful surfing for this boy from Czech Republic. Adame? Ale už nenatáčíte. Jo? Okay. So we have still waiting for the final result of Sebastian, and the points are on. We can see the final score, the final ladder. So first Timon, Ignacy second, Zoltan third, Sebastian fourth. And this is the end of today, the end of men's final. It was nice to be here with you. Have a good day and maybe see you next year. Yeah.